What's up, everybody? My name is Darren DeFilo, and today we're going to talk about embracing change. Embracing change. Change can be big. Change can definitely be huge for everybody, and it's been real heavy. It's been real heavy on my heart right now, just in my life. And I know I'm not the only one going through it. Point blank and simple. Uh, Change can be scary, and I think it's scary for a good reason. I mean, you gotta think about it. As we move in our day-to-day lives, there are things that we just do by default. Like, for instance, you may, get home from work. If you do have a 9 to 5 or a job that you do, you may get home from work, park your car, make sure you got everything out your car, or walk in your house, unlock the door, turn off your alarm, put down your belongings, maybe go use the restroom, maybe grab a snack, and maybe just sit down on your sofa or your couch and watch some YouTube. Just it's just an example. Some people may automatically do that. Some people may just have a routine. The routine could, of course, be much healthier, but who says that isn't healthy? Just relaxing for 10 minutes, right? But overall, we have to realize how much we are just creatures of habit. And we may do something for 7, 8, 9, 10 years, and then we wonder why change can be stressful. I looked up some things about, change, and I came up with these recognizing the needs for change. Like, what are the signs? Just recognizing the need. It's time for a change. And what surprised me were, it's a pretty, it's not too extensive, but these are some of the things. Persistent dissatisfaction, lack of passion, stagnation, increased stress and anxiety, health issues, conflict in relationships, boredom, lack of personal growth, financial strain, ignoring core values, loss of motivation, social isolation, repetitive negative patterns, daydreaming about a different life, and wanting consistent feedback from others on the said subject. Now, for me, some of these things has come up for me in a specific area of my life. Um, and for example, I've been doing videography for over a decade, maybe over 12 or so years. I consider this a change because it's something that I've been wanting to do. And some of these things, being very transparent, has come to me by just doing client videography work, wondering if that's something I still want to do. Some of the projects I love, some of the projects I may not really care for that much. You know, uh, Back in a few years ago, I decided to wanting to volunteer for my church in the media department. I wanted to volunteer. I contacted the media director, and they actually needed to hire a videographer, the very first videographer in the history of their church history. And I got the job just because I wanted some change, and it's been great. It's been great. And I feel that again of wanting some change in some way, shape, or form. And right now, this is it. To be fully transparent, YouTube to me is it. I'm growing from zero here compared to having over a decade of experience of people knowing that I do videography, knowing that I take photos. But there has been some of these things that has come up that I just mentioned are the signs of recognizing the need for change. Have you had any of these signs? And what are you going to do about it? For me, what I like to do is I like to sit, meditate, pray, have some self-reflection, and write down my goals. Something simple. what's the most important things in my life right now? Where do I see my life heading? Where do I want to be in the next 5 to 10 years? Do I want to still do a lot of client work, or do I want to be on YouTube, having a little more time and also still working with my church, helping people, helping serve? It's fortunate, yes, I do get paid to, do my job at my church, but I didn't go in there looking for that. So it just shows how opportunities just can come when you least expect them. Figure out what you want to do. Recognize those signs. Don't let it keep beating you up. Don't let it keep trying to, put you in a place of just pure dissatisfaction of, man, like, why am I doing this? You can make a change now. And the biggest change you can make that I've recognized, the biggest change you can make is your mindset. The biggest change. That's the very first thing you need to do. It's mindset, and right after that is consistency. Because I've changed my mind about things, and I was not consistent. Don't do that. Don't be that way. It doesn't, because things will come up and you'll be like, oh, well, this is an opportunity here. But is it still the same things that you were doing before? Even with a relationship, friendships, people come around, you have long-term relationships, and it's not serving the purpose that it needs to serve anymore. And what I mean by that is how, like, not just by being selfish as a person or what you feel like you need, but is it healthy? Just point blank, is it healthy? If it's not, maybe there needs to be a little less time spent with that. Same with your body. Is it time to change your eating habits because you're unsatisfied with how your body or how you feel? Is it time to get more, in the gym because you're unsatisfied with how you look? Financially, is it time to pick another job or pick up another job because you have different financial goals? You don't like the feeling that you're in. Is it time to learn another skill because you're dissatisfied with not knowing more? When you have this dissatisfaction, when you have those things coming to your head and you're having the clear signs that it's time for change, well, maybe you feel lonely. And instead of seeking the presence of God, you seek the presence of something else. With that being said, do you think it's time for a change? If it is, it shouldn't be hard to embrace it as long as you change that mindset. But that's all I got today. See y'all soon.